get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
I'm sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow.
Are you ready? Set?
All right, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Point it right.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Regular. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's our time.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the... .47.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 47-yard line.
180. 51, Mike, 51.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 47 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. Room here to run. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
180. I got it. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, alert, my touch.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the tuck and run. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go right here now. Hurry!
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
53 is the mic. Here we go. 5 wide.
On second down, it's Hunt. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here's Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Come get some. Come get some.
Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He finds his man Johnson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They run. Chubb. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Alert, alert! Alert, alert! My touch!
On the ground, it's Chubb. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitz and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. An opening for Chubb on first down as he dashes forward for about 7. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Out of the pistol, it's Yeldon fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. From the 35 on second down, Allen, and he finds Tyler Croft. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
J19! Alert! I got it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Chubb muscles him off. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got you.
And the blitz does come. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on
air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield, flush, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL. It's on EA.
Let's count 80.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Switch.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Now Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert, alert. 80 weapons. You
To throw, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it down to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Check 180.
Check 53.
Alert.
They keep it with Yeldon on 1st down. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
On the run, this is Hunt. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. And there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Pass. Regular.
53, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. 2nd down and goal. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They had the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? As another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's got a first down.
Obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On second and 11 now. Mayfield, he'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick is